Hello everyone, welcome back to Good Morning Sri Lanka. You're here with me, Amaya, and this is a show that I really love because I love, do you know quizzes and things like that. Not that I know a lot of things when I walk into a quiz, but it's always fun to test what you do know, because sometimes, like in movies like Slumdog Millionaire, I really like that movie, very encouraging. You might have just picked things up along the way that, you can then apply when it comes to a do you know quiz.
Yeah,
so have you watched that movie, Rohan?
Yes, of course. At least a couple of times.
It's a pretty inspiring movie when you're a quizzer, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so we have Ruan Senanayaka with us, and he's been a professional quizzer for quite some time now. And he is now going to be asking me a few questions on the show. And more than me answering these questions, we'll try and find out about some of the background and the history and the story behind some of these questions as well. So, Ruan, the first question is...
The first question. You may have seen last week there was a lot of controversy over our Sri Lankan cricketer Sachitra Senanayaka doing what is called man carding. He ran out the English batsman Josh Butler because he backed up too far.
Yes.
Now
I saw that.
Yeah, okay.
So it did cause a lot of controversy, didn't it?
Last time this happened way back in 1992 in December. Who was the bowler involved in that instance when this happened in 1992, December 1992. Any idea who is the bowler?
Okay, maybe I can go for a lifeline. You can maybe give me a hint, like which country?
Yeah, it's a famous Indian all-rounder. The other country involved is South Africa. Any guesses? In 1992, you can imagine the great Indian all-rounders in that era.
Kapil Dev?
Yes, you're right. Congratulations. Well done.
You should tell me how much I won now. This is what we usually do on our other programs on Mtv Sports.
Just $1 less than the million.
Wow. I'm very happy that you're giving money away like this, Ruan. Oh no, this is not good. But okay, so Kapil Dev, 19 years ago was it?
Yes.
Until then it hasn't happened again?
Yeah, this is after so many years in a limited over international.
Okay.
Yeah, first time when this was happened way back in 1950s. Again, another Indian all-rounder called Vinu Mankad. That's how the name Mankadism comes.
Okay.
He ran out Australian batsman, and that created a lot of controversy that time.
Oh, because I'm assuming at that time the rule was not written yet.
Yes, it was Australian opening batsman called Bill Brown. He ran him out.
Okay.
And this guy, Mankad, is an interesting player because he was one of very few players to have batted in all 11 positions in a test match. That means he has batted in number 1 to number 11.
Wow. And
he holds the record, he held the record for the first wicket partnership for 50 years. 413 runs for the first wicket with his colleague Pankaj Roy way back in 1950s.
Wow, so he's a character who is
very interesting character.
Yeah, in cricket history. Yes. So I'm sure there are lots of cricket fans who are watching the show right now, and they would be interested in this Mankadism or Mankad rule that came into play just a few weeks ago.
Yes.
And of course that did cause a bit of controversy. Okay, let's not go to controversial topics on Good Morning Sri Lanka. I can ask you what your next question is.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll get so lucky on this one.
That will be a very easy question.
Okay.
There is this, the missing flight MH370, there is a lot of talk about it, and there were international search teams going to locate this flight, especially the black box. Everybody was trying to locate or pinpoint where the black box is. My question is, what color is the black box?
I am lucky. I know this answer. Okay. It's orange.
Congratulations. Yes, it is orange.
All right.
Technically it's called international orange, a tone of orange.
Okay.
Why it's orange is, I think it's distinguishable from the surroundings. So yes, black box is international orange, the color. Black box is part of two. One is called the cockpit voice recorder, and the other one is called the flight data recorder. So it's a combination of two. And you know where the black box is normally kept in an aircraft?
It's in the cockpit?
No, normally towards the tail. Why? Because in the event of a crash, there is less tendency for it to get damaged.
Ah, right. Of
So
course, because a
normally the
plane
black,
doesn't crash tail
yes,
down usually.
black
does it?
boxes are normally kept towards the tail end of the aircraft.
I see.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, you wouldn't want to be looking for an actual black box at the bottom of the ocean.
Yes, it
so
is
orange
orange.
is the correct
Yeah.
answer. All right, I am on
Well done.
2-0.
Well done.
Oh gosh, I think I'm going to run out of luck right now. Let's have the next question,
Okay,
Ruan.
now this will be a sports question again.
Oh.
As you know, the Soccer World Cup you will be kicking off in about 2 days' time. In Soccer World Cups, who holds the all-time record for the most number of goals, which is 15 goals?
Oh.
A Brazilian player, famous Brazilian
no,
player.
I know. Ronaldinho. Ronaldo?
Ronaldo. Well done. Oi.
All right.
In fact, Ronaldo is the all-time leading scorer with 15 goals.
Wow.
And he has also got the record for scoring in most number of games, because he has scored in 11 games. But this year, both these records are under threat.
Why?
From a German player called
Messi.
No, his name
Messi
is
Argentinian.
Miroslav Klose. And he has scored 14 goals, so just one more.
Oh.
And he has scored in 9 games, so 2 more games, Ronaldo is history.
So they count the goals in the qualifying matches as well, is it?
No, I'm talking about only the finals. Yes,
wow.
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So he's just about to break the record,
Yes,
isn't it?
yes. So
Ronaldo
we
would not
are
be
all
happy
looking
about
forward
this.
to Miroslav Klose breaking Ronaldo's record.
So a lot of good things that might be happening at the 2014 World
yes,
Cup.
yes. I'm, of course, being an ardent soccer fan, looking forward
Really?
to this. Yes.
So it's always fun, isn't it, to watch events like this, because you also know little, tidbits and little
Exactly.
facts about the events
Yes.
that are happening on the
Yes.
screen. So now all of you at home know as well. So watch out for Klose's 15th goal, and he'll be breaking Brazilian Ronaldo's record.
Exactly.
I got that right?
Yes, congratulations.
All right, we're on a roll here. Keep them coming. Keep them coming.
Now I'm going to make it harder for you,
Oh, God.
since you answered all. Okay. Who was the first, again sports question,
Okay. Oh.
who was the first and probably the only person to have captained 3 national cricket teams?
3 different national
Yeah,
cricket
3,
teams.
yes. Not simultaneously, but
Yeah, of course. Throughout his career.
probably the only
Oh.
person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although the name of the channel is MTV Sports, they don't make it compulsory for their presenters to know sporting history. So, let me see. 3 countries.
Okay, if you want, I'll give the countries.
Okay, go.
Yeah. He captained Ceylon in 1948. Then he went on to captain Singapore, and then subsequently Malaysia, when they were made into 2 countries.
In 1940.
And this player was called by the greatest batsman ever to walk on earth by Sir Garfield Sobers and Sir Frank Worrell, another cricketer of yesteryear. He called him the best batsman he has ever seen in cricket.
Aravind De Silva.
1940s?
1940s.
Maybe.
Oh dear. Much earlier, isn't it?
Well, it's a very famous cricketer yesteryear. He's called Mahadevan Satasivan. Have you heard? Sata, affectionately known as Sata. So he was regarded as the only player to have captained 3 countries. And well, he became a bit of a controversial figure later on because he was involved in a murder of his wife.
Oh.
There was a famous case. Of course, he was acquitted later on. And his defense team was led by late Dr. Carolina De Silva.
Wow. So that's like 2 legends together at the same time in the same
Then
room.
he migrated to Singapore, and
He
that's
captained
how-
the Singapore
yeah,
team
that's
as well as the Malaysia
Malaysian,
team.
yes.
And he captained the Sri Lanka team.
Yes.
Wow. So he's the only
probably
gent, is it, to
yes,
have done
only
that?
the only cricketer to have captained 3 countries,
3 countries.
national teams. Yeah.
Okay. So that is one I didn't know, but now we all know.
Yeah.
The viewers at home as well as myself. So that's, I'm sure that some of our viewers knew the answer actually. And you can play along with us as well, see how much you know. So let's ask Ruan to give us the next question.
Sure.
You can keep scores at home.
So I'll make it a little tougher this time.
Oh, I think we have to go. This is the last question that we'll be going for. So you can make it tough. It's okay.
Okay. Now, if you are in media, there is this talk, every man or every person has his or her 15 minutes of fame. Now, who was the famous entertainer or the artist who coined this term,
Okay.
15 minutes of fame?
I think my 15 minutes of quiz fame are just about to be over. Okay, let me see.
He is regarded as one of the pioneers of this art movement, visual art movement called pop art.
Andy Warhol.
Exactly, well
Oh,
done.
All
Well done.
right.
Yes.
There we go. Yes, I got my 15 minutes of fame.
Well done.
But so he is the one who coined
Yes,
it, is it?
yes. Andy Warhol is a very famous artist, and some of his paintings were selling over $1 million. There was one sold in 1963 called the Silver Car Crash for I think about $105 million.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, so his fame lasted well over
Yes.
15 minutes.
Yeah,
I think.
exactly. Yes.
But he is the one who coined that particular phrase.
Yes.
So with that, our 15 minutes, it was not really 15 minutes, but our segment with you, Ruan, is almost at an end on the show this morning. It was a real pleasure having you. I had a lot of fun, and I'm sure our viewers at home did as well. Thank you so much for being with us.
My pleasure.
And it was really great. So we hope that you learned a lot on this particular segment as well with Ruan Senanayake. Don't go anywhere else. You can check out his book actually at leading bookstores all around the island. That's Quizipedia by Ruan Senanayake. With that, we're going for a very short break. Stay with us on Good Morning Sri Lanka.